Alright, the next cook kit we're doing, or stove and stuff, is this is a British canteen cook kit. This is actually pretty nice. It's heavy though. It's big and heavy. I mean, my canteen's in here, the stove, the cup, and then there's a plastic cup in here, and then there's also a cup that you'll cook in. So we'll unpack it real quick. The only thing that didn't come with this kit is this. This is a lid for the cup that you cook with, and I bought this separately because you put that on top, holds the heat in, you'll get a boil much faster. It's got a little cutout here for drinking and a little hole here for venting, so you don't get a splashback. This is the only thing I added to it. So now everything I'm unpacking now comes with the kit. So we'll unpack it all real quick. This is the plastic cup that comes with it. You know, the British love their tea, so they gotta have their little cup for their tea time. This is their canteen. This is a pretty hefty, tough canteen. I don't think I have I don't have big hands. When I grab it, it's a big canteen, and it always feels like it wants to come out of my hands. Canteen's got a nice, big mouth compared to the U.S. canteen. It's pretty nice, and this is tough. I mean, this is tough stuff. This is the holder, just a nice camouflage holder it comes in. Just to set this down over here. We don't need this. This is the actual cup that you'll boil your water in. One of the cool things about this kit, and why I do like it, is it's got this pot hanger. You put this pot hanger on there, and now I can hang this over a campfire. So I don't have to use this kit. This now just made this a little bit more versatile. I could use this like a billy can and hang it over my fire and boil my water that way if I didn't want to use this actual kit. And then this is the stove. That flips over and you set your cup on there. You put your fuel in there. This thing uses for fuel. What I've got here is a gel called Green Heat. This stuff smells bad. I don't like the smell. It's not supposed to smell, but it does. And I don't like it. This is 1 ounce of fuel right here. So we are going to fill this. And this is flammable too, the actual container. So let's get the green snot out. I'll bring it up there for you guys to take a look at. But it is green snot. So you're supposed to be able to burn the packaging too. So we will take our lighter, light it. That's lit. And then we'll get the green heat itself lit. And that starts. We will. I don't have any water in the canteen, but I got some water out here, so we'll just put some water in here. One of the things I really like about this kit is you can use it to cook. Slap this on there, it'll burn. But this black, whatever it's coated in, when it's done and you take it off there and you're cleaning it all up, it dissipates heat quickly. I mean, typically if you have like a stainless steel kit of some sort, you put it in the fire, it gets hot, it takes a long time to cool down. I like aluminum because it's light, and when you're done, it cools off quickly. In fact, those two stoves that I just used, those two alcohol ones that you saw earlier, they were cooled to the touch within less than 5 minutes. You know, did not take very long. So that's a bonus about using aluminum. This, I'm not sure what type of alloy this is. It's probably aluminum with some sort of enamel on the outside, but it does not it doesn't retain the heat very well, you know. So I mean, it does. As soon as it's cool, as soon as it's cooling down, it cools down quickly. I should say, it cools down really quickly. It's burning. I'm not a big fan of the green heat yet. That gel, I don't think it burns long enough to get the water to a boil. But again, using a windscreen is really important with any of these, and it increases the efficiency of the flame. It doesn't blow the flame around. It doesn't keep the surface from getting cooled off by a strong breeze. We are in my garage, so I don't need a windscreen, but it isn't windy out, and the garage door is open. We are in a well-ventilated area. If you're doing any of this stuff, I don't recommend lighting fires indoors unless it's a well-ventilated area. And I don't recommend lighting fires indoors at all unless it's in your fireplace. Again, like I said earlier, fire's dangerous. Be careful. But we're in the garage and it's well-ventilated. The garage door is open, so we don't have anything to worry about. This is a nice kit, though. Mainly because you have your water with you. Everything's all in one. In fact, this kit here is in my pickup truck all the time. I do keep that in my pickup truck. I do have a go bag in my pickup truck. Mainly it's there if I need it for any reason. If I were to get stuck or stranded, I have the ability to boil water in my truck with me. So it is always, this kit's always with me. It is a little heavier, but it is nice. So we're going to let this boil up some water. I'll get another kit here lined up for us here in a few minutes, and we will be right back. Thank you. Before I switch kits, I did put that plastic piece on top here. It will help the water boil a lot faster. This plastic piece that I bought separately, you don't want to have it on it if you're cooking over an open fire. You know, if you hang it over your fire pit or something like that, you don't want to melt it. But I have no problems putting it on top here while it's in cooking this way, and the water will boil a lot faster. It's holding in a lot more heat. So I just wanted to point that out real quick before we jumped off this kit, because we're going to move on to the next one here in a minute. We're going to get a nice little plastic cup so you can pour your hot water in here, have your tea or coffee, or I have some instant cider packets I like to bring with me and have, so it is nice. So we will be back with you in a few minutes.